Welcome back to Good Morning Indiana. A major shift new this morning for the Indianapolis public schools. In the fall, IPS teachers will be solely focused on teaching in person. The district now shifting to remote learning to 2 charter school programs offering academic programs online. The Indianapolis Public Schools expects most of its students will return to in-class learning in the fall, especially with more families embracing vaccinations.
We hope that families will choose to be back in classrooms in person in the fall. That being said, we also have to acknowledge that there's still anxiety and concerns and individual circumstances that may not allow that to be a choice a family is comfortable making.
2 options for online learning will be available for IPS students involving 2 charter schools. The Paramount School for Excellence Online Academy will offer virtual learning for kids in kindergarten through 8th grade. The Phelan Leadership Academy Virtual School will offer remote academics to students in kindergarten through 12th grade. IPS says both schools have been vetted and monitoring will be key to their partnership. And that's essential in light of the state's previous history with questionable virtual school programs not connected with Phelan or Paramount.
In the context of Indiana with virtual schooling, where we know there have been virtual schools who have not served kids well and have not, in my opinion, done right by kids, it's really important that if we're going to have this option on the table, that we feel good about endorsing and also vetting those partners and what the value they're able to bring to our students and families.
And to be ready for the fall, IPS is offering summer school to specific students. It's targeted in grades 3 through 12, students possibly impacted by the pandemic.
That's more expansive than what we've normally done. We generally haven't had summer school for that broad of a grade range. So we're doing that again in response to what we know, as you just mentioned, the year has been for schools across the country.
So 4,000 IPS students will be invited to summer school, and Megan's summer school for IPS will run this year from June the 7th all the way through June the 25th.
Well, Raphael, a quick question for you on the virtual options. Does the district know how many kids will register with one of the 2 programs?
The district does not have a specific number, Megan, at this date, but they expect that a couple hundred families will register with one of the 2 charter school online programs. Here are more details. Right now, about 5,000 IPS students are learning remotely. Nearly 700 families, they responded to a survey out of the 5,000. 60% of the 700 said they would like a full-time virtual option in this upcoming academic year, 2021-2022. Tomorrow, the school board will vote on the remote learning options. Of course, we'll bring you any developments on that vote. Lauren?